Hey, what's up guys? It's DarkArmedDuelist, and today I'm going to be doing a Dark Magician of Chaos deck profile. So this is going to be focused mainly around Magician of Chaos, which is a really awesome card, and I had to put Dark Paladin in the deck because it just fits so well, and he looks just kind of like Magician of Chaos. So without further ado guys, this is probably one of my favorite decks of all time besides Dark Lords and Red Eyes and Black Wings, and what the heck am I saying? All decks are my favorite decks. So without further ado guys, let's get straight on this. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I have some really interesting text in this deck, so you guys are definitely want to hit that bell button right down there so you can be up to date with all of my Yu-Gi-Oh content. So let's get straight on into this guys and see what we're playing. So this is a new card that actually just got released in Dual Power, and I'm really excited to build this deck, and I really quickly want to give a shout out to my buddy Lane. He's actually really excited to build this deck as well, so I kind of wanted to build this deck to show him kind of how I was going to play it, and he can kind of design how he wants to play it as well. But he's a really accomplished duelist, and I've seen him come a long way playing Yu-Gi-Oh, and he's actually, like, I'm really impressed. So let's get straight on this, guys, and see what I'm playing. So first off, we're going to be playing 3 copies of Magician of Chaos. You've got to play 3 copies of Magician of Chaos. The deck just doesn't go around without 3 copies. I'm really excited for when they release Magician of Dark Chaos Max. Or Magician of Chaos Max, I think it's going to be called. And I think they're actually going to release that in the Mega Tens this year, so we're going to build a deck based around that as well. But you can ritual summon this card with Chaos form, and this card's name becomes Dark Magician while on the field or in the grave. And then once per turn, when a spell or trap card is activated, quick effect, you can target a card on the field and destroy it. And if this ritual summon card is destroyed by battle or by card effect, you can special summon 1 Chaos or Blackluster Soldier ritual monster from your hand, except another copy of itself, ignoring its summoning condition. So it does replace itself, which is pretty cool. But it's just kind of like an upgraded version of Magician of Black Chaos. But it's really awesome, and I'm really excited to be able to play a deck around this. I just was so excited when they released this. So let me play 3 copies of Dark Magician as well. So Dark Magician is just here basically for advanced ritual art and so many different plays. It's the big combo piece of the deck, and you need to play it at 3 because he is the ultimate wizard in terms of attack and defense. And what more could you ask for than that? So then we play 1 copy of Magician of Dark Illusion. I just play 1 copy of it. You just need 1 copy of it, to be honest with you. But during your opponent's turn, if you activate a spell or trap, except during the damage tab, you can special summon it from your hand. And if you activate a spell or trap while this card's face on your field, except during the damage tab, you can target a Dark Magician in your grave and special summon it. So it's just nice revival and to be able to overlay with other stuff. Then we play 3 copies of Apprentice Illusion Magician, aka Dark Magician Girl, aka Best Girl. But you can discard a card from your hand, and if you do, you can special summon her and add a Dark Magician from your deck to your hand. She can also act as a hand trap or a field trap in a way, because you get to discard her or send her to the graveyard to make a Dark Spellcaster type monster you control go up by 2,000 attack and defense during damage calculation. It's really easy to special summon this, add a Dark Magician to hand, special summon the Dark Magician by different means, and then swing at your opponent with it, and then send it to the grave to make that Dark Magician get as big as a Blue Eyes Ultimate, going up all the way to 4,500, and be able to make your Magician of Chaos get really, really big, which is really, really fun. So for the next tech card I'm going to be playing, it's not my personal tech, but I kind of want you guys to guess it, and I never thought I was going to be able to play this in a Dark Magician deck. I want you guys to comment down below and tell me what you think it is. You're going to be really impressed when you see it, and you're going to be like, wow, I kind of saw that coming. But I really want you guys to tell me what it is, because I'm really excited to be able to play this in a Dark Magician deck. So comment down below, tell me what you think it is, and I'll reveal it in 3, 2, 1. Don't forget to pause the video and comment down below. So here we go. It's going to be 1 copy of Dark Magician Girl. Yeah, I'm getting to play Dark Magician Girl in a Dark Magician deck. Isn't that crazy? Like, I built Dark Magician Girls, and I played Dark Magician in Dark Magician Girls, which you guys haven't checked out that video. You totally go check that video out. But now you actually get to play Dark Magician at 1 because bond between teacher and student. So it's really amazing to be able to play her in this deck, but her attack is increased by 300 points for each Magician, or Dark Magician, or Magician of Black Chaos in either player's graveyard. And this counts as Dark Magician while it's on the field or in the grave, so you now have 6 other targets, which can make her go up by 1,800 all the way up to 3,800, which is just amazing. And I'm really glad that I actually get to play Dark Magician in this or Dark Magician Girl in this deck. So then we play the only normal summon in the deck, and that is 3 copies of Magician's Rod. Besides summoning Dark Magician and Tribute Summoning for Dark Magician, which can happen in the deck, sometimes playing the Implication or Incantation engine, which we're actually going to be playing. But basically, what Magician's Rod does is when it's normal summon, you get to add a spell or trap from your deck to your hand that specifically lists Dark Magician, which is really amazing, and I really like that. Then we play 2 copies of Talismandra to help us search out our Magician of Chaos. 2 copies of Candle to help us search out our ritual spells, which is really helpful. 1 copy of Bookstone, because Bookstone helps us add them back. And 1 copy of Pencil Plume, because Pencil Plume is just kind of here to be able to be a target special summon. You just special summon these 2 to special summon these 2, which is pretty much all they're there for. And they help out to be able to like combo. I don't play Chalice Slime because I kind of was getting really tight on deck room. I dropped at the last minute Chalice Slime and the Impcantation Ritual because I just didn't have room for them. I couldn't find the room for them because I'm already at 42 cards in this deck. So I kind of just dropped them. But if you guys find room for them, totally drop something and put them in if you want to. But I just didn't. And I didn't like how they played. They felt like bricks in the deck in this build, so I just dropped them. I wanted to play more Dark Magicians in this deck. So that's it for the main deck monsters. Let's get into the spells. This deck is so much fun. So we're going to be playing the card I've been talking about all night, and that is 1 copy of Bond Between Teacher and Student. So this card is really cool. If you control, it's kind of like Sage's Stone, but on steroids. If you control Dark Magician, you can special summon a Dark Magician Girl from your hand, deck, or grave, and you can set a Dark Magic attack, Dark Burning Magic attack, or Dark Burning Magic attack, or Dark Magic Twin Burst. Twin Burst kind of sucks, but directly from your deck, which is amazing. And we actually play 1 copy of Dark Burning Magic and 1 copy of Dark Magic Attack. These cards are extremely easy to fulfill their requirements. This is Harpy's Feather Duster, essentially. If it's on the field, this is Harpy's Feather Duster and Regeki in 1 card. If you control Dark Magician, you can activate this. If you control Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl, you can activate this. You're going to want to always get the Dark Burning Magic. Always, and I mean always, you're going to want to get that. And just destroy your opponent's entire board and OTK them extremely easy. But it's just a 1 of because you only need 1 ever. So then we play 2 copies of Eye of Timaeus, which lets us summon any of our fusion monsters from our extra deck that specifically lists Dark Magician on the card text. We play 3 copies of Pre-Prep of Right. This card is so crazy in the deck. So you get to add a level 7 or lower ritual monster from your deck to your hand. Then you can add a ritual spell from your graveyard to your hand. Which is easy to requirements, because usually first turn I'm summoning Magician of Chaos, and then after I summon Magician of Chaos, I'm just going to add the ritual spell back from my graveyard or hand, and then reload my hand with another Magician of Chaos, which is extremely easy requirements to fulfill. Then we play 2 copies of Chaos Form, because you need the Chaos Form to be able to summon your Magician of Chaos. This card is basically, I just play it as a 2 of because I lean more towards Advanced Ritual Art. This is my combo starter. So we've just played the 2 copies of it in here. I don't play 3. You could play 3, but I feel like it's a little bricky with just 3 ritual monsters. Then I play 3 copies of Advanced Ritual Art. Advanced Ritual Art is good because you can send Dark Magician directly from your deck to the grave to be able to summon your Magician of Chaos. And plus that stacks your graveyard for stuff like Eternal Soul, which can really help. And then for the last 3 spells, we're going to be playing 3 copies of Dark Magical Circle, which is kind of like Pot of Duality, and it banishes a card every time a Dark Magician is special summoned to your side of the field, which is awesome. But when a Dark Magician is special summoned to your, when you activate it, you can look at the top 3 cards of your deck, reveal a Dark Magician or a spell or trap that specifically lists Dark Magician, except for Eye of Timaeus, because Eye of Timaeus is weird like that. And you can't add it from your deck to your hand, except for, you can add it from your deck to your hand, if you reveal it, which is pretty cool. So that's it for the spells. Let's get into the traps. I am playing a few traps in the deck that are all Dark Magician specific, but that's it for the spells. So for the traps, we're playing 3 copies of Eternal Soul and 3 copies of Magician's Navigation. I cannot emphasize, I see a lot of people play this deck and they don't play Magician's Navigation because they think it's slow, and it is so not. Like, it can be so explosive on your opponent's turn. If you have something like any level 7, Dark Magician, or any level 7 Magician in your hand is easily summoned off of this, because you just have to have Dark Magician in your hand, and then special summon a level 7 or lower Dark Spellcaster type monster from your deck, which is just extremely easy requirements, because you're going to have 1 in hand normally. And then Eternal Soul is you just special summon the Dark Magician, or you get to add Dark Magic Attack or Thousand Knives. Usually I'm just going to special summon the Dark Magician off this. You could probably get away with dropping one of these to get it down to 41 if you wanted to. And if you want to play some hand traps, maybe drop these. I don't recommend it, because this card also has the ability that when it's in the graveyard, you can target a card on your opponent's side of the field, and negate the effect for the rest of the turn, or target a face-up spell or trap that they control until the end of the turn. It has no effect, which is just amazing. And I really love that. So I really think 3 of and 3 of is good. But, I mean, if you want to, you could drop, maybe 1 and 1. But anyways, let's get into the extra deck. So for the extra deck, we're going to be playing 1 copy of Dark Paladin, and I don't understand why more people don't play Dark Paladin. This card is so good. It's so good, and I don't know why people don't play it. Because against dragon decks, it gains 500 attack for each dragon in the grave, which is just really cool. Dragon on the field in either player's grave. And then it also has the ability that I think a lot of people look over, that you can negate the activation of 1 spell card and destroy it by discarding 1 card from your hand, which is just amazing interruption. Like, I've summoned this against Sky Strikers and had Magician of Chaos on the field at the same time. Like, I've had a board where it was this and this on the field, okay? And they activated something, and I popped it, and then I negated their engage or their multi-roll, and I'm like, yeah, you ain't got nothing now, because I know I just negated your good card. So, I mean, it's just really good to play Dark Paladin, and it's extremely easy to summon just by having Dark Magician on the field. And, I mean, even if you have Eternal Soul set, you can even use the Magician of Chaos, because it counts as Dark Magician while on the field in the grave, with Eye of Timaeus, send it to the grave, and then use Eternal Soul to bring it back because it was properly ritual summoned. Just cool thing. Then we play 1 copy of Dark Magician, the Dragon Knight. This card is basically just here to protect Eternal Soul and your Dark... what was it called? Dark Magical Circle. Then we play 1 copy of the newish card, and that's Dark Cavalry. It gains 100 attack for each spell and trap card on the field and in the grave, and its card attacks advanced position monster and inflicts piercing damage. When a card or effect is activated that targets a card on the field, quick effect, you can discard a card to negate the activation if you destroy it. That's kind of helpful, especially if you know your opponent's not playing as many spells and traps. It can help your stuff get untargetable, which is nice. And then Amulet Dragon, because it can get really big. Dark Magician the Girl Dragon, or Dark Magician Girl the Dragon Knight, because you can summon it now, because you can play Dark Magician Girl in this deck, which is just nuts. And I pretty much played every single Timaeus fusion that I could think of, any Dark Magician fusion I could think of. It's not a Dark Magician deck without playing something with Joey. I just wanted to kind of give the ode to him. I do every time I play this deck. I want to give it an ode to Joey, because we're playing now Dark Magician Girl, Dark Magician, and Red Eyes in the extra deck. I mean, like, all you could need now is Blue Eyes, White Dragon in the deck, and you've got the whole original first series just about in the deck, which is just amazing. But you can inflict 500 points damage to your opponent every time they activate something. Big Eye just to take stuff off my opponent's field. Ebon Illusion Magician just to special summon Dark Magicians from my deck. 1 copy of Noriato, the Moral Leader, just to negate spells and traps, because it's really easy to make this with 2 Apprentice Illusions or Dark Magician Girl and Apprentice Illusion. Boral Sword and Boral Load for OTK purposes. They're kind of easy to make in this deck, but they're kind of tough at the same time, so you kind of make them very sparingly. 1 copy of Nightmare Unicorn, to bounce stuff. 2 copies of Crowley, the First Prophecyr. His effect is only useful the last effect. Each turn, 1 level 5 or higher spellcaster type monster can be normal summon or set without tributing, which is nice. And then 1 copy of Wee Witch's Apprentice. That's it for the deck profile. I hope you guys really enjoyed this one. I really enjoyed putting this one together. It took me a little bit of time to actually throw this one together. The extra deck is kind of toolbox. You don't really use it all that much outside of Timaeus or summoning off one of your XYZs for using like Magician of Chaos and something else. So anyways, guys, this is DarkArmedDuelist. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think of this deck down in the comments down below. Hit that bell so you can become part of Notification Squad, and hit that big subscribe button right in the middle of your screen so you can keep up with all my Yu-Gi-Oh content for you guys. So I'll see you guys in the next video. See you around, guys.